Welcome to my next Big Bang Theory Season 12 episode review video. Before I get into that though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am, you're watching the Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, if you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this detailed review any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be The Big Bang Theory, Season 12, Episode 17. The title of this episode is called The Conference, Valuation, and this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing watch the episode. We start things off with Penny, who's having a sales meeting discussing Inflamex, their new drug, and pushing their slogan, "It's a brand new day," which Penny came up with. Bernadette comes in wondering why they are still there. Karen claims that they are happy to be there because it's a brand new day. Since it's now 12:15 a.m., Bernadette tells everyone to go home, but they don't move until Penny agrees. Bernadette also is happy that everyone is working out since everything is working out since her team is scared of both of them, and Penny is scared of Bernadette. The system works. Bernadette is coming down the stairs with her luggage on the way to their conference to launch Inflamex. Howard is in charge of the babysitting. Bernadette reminds him that it is parenting. She gives him a quick quiz. "Where are the kids?" "Upstairs," replies Howard. "They're at daycare." That wasn't really true because his wife was messing with him. As Penny is getting ready to leave, Leonard is worried that because of all of her luggage, she might be leaving him. Penny just wants things to go well. The Coopers burst in because Sheldon has a bet with Amy. Since Penny is heading to San Diego, she needs to look for people walking around in superhero costumes. He says that since Comic-Con is in San Diego and people wear their costumes to Comic-Con, some in San Diego wear them all year round. Also, Sheldon left something in one of the meeting rooms and wants Penny to check on it. Leonard is wondering what to do over the weekend since he is alone. Sheldon invented a new version of chess while Howard invites them over to play board games and help watch the kids. Sheldon doesn't want to spend time around loud, sticky children. Penny is pushing their drug and ending her pitch with, "It's a brand new day." Bernadette thinks she is doing great. Penny adds, "Mediocre actress, great drug pusher." Who knew? Then a guy named Danny approaches who Bernadette hates since he works for their competitor. Their inflammation drug is also coming out at the same time. Howard has the kids down while Leonard and Raj set up a card game. Sheldon and Amy come in. Sheldon has decided to spend some time with the Wallowitz kids since he found a book on 50 experiments one could perform on children. Howard doesn't like the idea, so Sheldon pushes it as playing with Hallie and Michael. Amy is looking through the book and finds that the experiments are as simple as letting the baby discover his reflection in a mirror. Amy can find the projects adorable, but when Sheldon proposes it, it just sounds creepy. Raj finds an experiment where you can check the kid's hand dominance or whether they are right or left-handed. Amy thinks that it is more like playing games with them. Howard agrees that they can try it when the kids wake up. When Bernadette comes to take a phone call, Danny then approaches Penny. He knows that Bernadette doesn't like him. He tells Penny that she is doing a great job launching their product and that they are always looking for great salespeople and that they could make Penny happy. Penny claims to be happy while Karen, her team member, claims that she could be happier to Danny. Bernadette received a call from Howard who wants to know where the barbecue tongs are. She asks if he was going to grill, but they are just playing a game with the kids and he hangs up. The guys are dangling objects over Michael and Hallie. Sheldon wants to up the experiment so they will have something to publish. Danny is still talking to Penny when Bernadette returns. She tells him to leave and wants to know what he wanted, and then Karen blabs that Penny was offered a job. While Sheldon sets up the experiment on the subjects, Leonard feels like something was very familiar about what was going on. He had been experimented all throughout his childhood by his mother, Beverly. Raj and Sheldon are trying to get reactions from the kids, and Hallie calls Raj Uncle Koo. Sheldon is very excited about working with the kids and wants to do a feeding experiment when it comes time for the kids' dinner. Raj is surprised that Sheldon is so happy around babies. He finds it interesting that they found the book the same day that Sheldon and Amy were going to hang out with Howard's children. Leonard, on the other hand, is having flashbacks of being experimented on when he was a kid. Bernadette is annoyed that Penny took Danny's business card. Penny figures she should at least take his card while she was flattered by his comments. Bernadette tells Penny that she gave her the job since no one else wanted to head the sales team. Penny gets mad and leaves and tells her that she did thank her by sending her a fancy box of pears. Bernadette yells back, wondering what she could do with them. Have a pear party? Raj comes into the living room eating a pear. He sits down with Amy while Howard and Sheldon are giving the kids a bath. Raj asks if she thinks she can trick Sheldon into liking kids. She did get him to sleep with her and marry her. Sheldon comes down talking about all the experiments they did, and he gets excited that maybe he could take them to the park the next day. She glances back at Raj to show him that she knows what she's doing. Leonard is still there talking to his mother, who admits to performing thousands of small experiments on him as he was growing up and that the experiments are still going on. She also admits that watching him grow up, develop, and tracking his progress were some of her fondest memories of him. Penny is having a drink with Danny as he proposes to offer her a new Mercedes if she joined them. He's willing to make an offer while Penny wants him to write it down on a napkin and slide it over to her like they do in the movies. After he writes it down, Bernadette storms in, grabs the napkin, and says that Penny is amazing. She is the best salesperson and the hardest worker Bernadette has ever seen. Penny says that she is happy where she is, but still wants to see the offer on the napkin. Bernadette asks, "What napkin?" Sheldon and Amy are crawling into bed as Sheldon says that he had a good day and that he was thinking about their future children. That surprises Amy, though there is a slight smile on her face. Sheldon still seems to want 15 kids, 3 sets of quintuplets, or 5 sets of triplets, as long as it's divisible by 3. Amy admits that is a lot of children, but not for a frog, adds Sheldon. Amy apologizes for not being a frog. Sheldon gives her a kiss and tells her that she is good enough for him, and that's what ends this episode of The Big Bang Theory. So, funny stuff, but I'm a little bit more critical as I've seen, this is 12 seasons worth of this stuff. I'm going to give the episode an 8.0 out of 10. My character of the episode is Sheldon because he liked kids in the episode, and as many of you know, I rate Penny because that's the reason why I started watching The Big Bang Theory, and one of the reasons why I continued watching The Big Bang Theory. So I'm going to give Penny a 9.0 out of 10 for this episode. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please don't forget to Hulk smash the like button, share the video with a friend, put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of The Big Bang Theory. What would you rate it? Who would be your character of the episode? And if you want to do what I do and rate Penny, go ahead and do that in the comment section. And then last, but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel. You're watching the video anyway. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDF TV.